Every mile looked the same. Rain, trees, and the hum of an engine that sounded more tired than he felt. An endless forest road stretches into the abyss, swallowed by the night. The rhythmic thump of windshield wipers battles the stillness of the ancient woods. Eerie, ambient music bleeds from the car, painting the darkness with haunting melodies. Somewhere beyond the trees, the night watches in silence, patient and unblinking. Through the rain-streaked windshield, a lone driver squints, battling fatigue on a desolate forest road.
Man, this road goes on forever. Been driving for hours. Can't remember the last car I passed.
The headlights slice through the rain and fog, catching a figure standing still beneath an old, twisted tree. The hitchhiker's hand lifts, thumb out. That universal sign for help, just a dark silhouette against the storm. The car slows down as it gets closer to her. A pale, quiet hitchhiker, dressed in old-fashioned clothes, steps forward hesitantly. The car door creaks open, inviting the stranger into the warm interior. The hitchhiker gets in and carefully sets an old travel bag on the floor. She finally speaks, her tone gentle but distant. "Thank you for stopping." The driver starts the engine, and the car rolls back onto the wet road, headlights slicing through the dark. Inside the car, the driver steals a glance in the rearview mirror. Polite, cautious, uncertain. "Heading far?" the driver asks. "Just to the old mill bridge." "It's not far," the hitchhiker replies. "Thank you for stopping. Not many do on this road at night." The headlights catch the driver's face, lighting his thoughtful expression for a brief moment. He glances at his passenger, a story hidden behind his eyes.
You know, you hear stories about this road. My granddad told me one. He swore it was true. Want to hear it? Decades ago, a young woman named Elara was set to be married. The night before her wedding, her fiancé had to drive this very road. A storm hit, worse than this. His car went off the road near the Blackwood Creek, and he drowned. They say Elara never accepted it. She'd walk this road every night in her wedding dress, waiting for him to come back. She'd stop cars, asking the drivers if they'd seen her love. They'd always say no, and she'd just fade back into the trees. They found her body one morning, not far from the bridge. She'd finally given up. But the legend didn't end there. They say if you're driving this road on a stormy night, and you're lonely, you might still see her. She'll get in your car, quiet as you please, and she'll ask you one question. "Can you take me to my wedding?"
He glances sideways at the hitchhiker, whose gaze is fixed on the road ahead. A single tear escapes, tracing a lonely path down the hitchhiker's cheek. The hitchhiker whispers, voice thick with grief, "That was my grandmother." The car goes quiet, only the hum of the engine breaking the silence. The driver shifts in his seat, stealing a quick, uneasy glance at the hitchhiker in the back. He stammers, breaking the silence with forced apologies. "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to." The hitchhiker speaks, her voice sharp and commanding. "This is it! The bridge. You can let me out here." The creek roars below, steady and loud, like it's warning them to stay away. The engine hum fades as the car comes to rest atop the narrow bridge, surrounded by darkness. Inside the car, the driver turns with a smile, anticipation lighting his face, ready to bid farewell. But the passenger seat sits empty, its leather catching the faint glow of the dashboard lights. The door never opened, yet the hitchhiker has disappeared. Confusion clouds the driver's features, the smile vanishing as a chilling realization dawns. Eyes wide with terror, the driver whips his head around, scanning the darkness for any sign of the vanished passenger. Inside the quiet car, a worn photograph rests on the passenger seat, a memory left behind. The black and white image reveals a young couple in wedding attire from the 1940s, their faces frozen in a moment of eternal bliss. A chilling realization dawns as the driver recognizes the bride as the hitchhiker. On the back of the photograph, a date is scrawled, the 31st of October 1947. Terror grips the driver. His eyes lock with his reflection in the rearview mirror, breath quick and shallow. Outside, the bridge and endless woods feel like a trap with no escape.